We're pulled in all directions at once by kids, work, and aging parents. We're part of the sandwich generation, caught up in the swirl of the family dance. On this family dance, Raheel Raza's story.
Okay, tell Zain he has to tidy up the entrance, and you guys have to tidy your room. Okay? And then I need for you to come downstairs with me and do some dusting. My name is Raheel Raza, and this is my home. I'm originally from Pakistan, and we've been in Canada for 12 years now. We are immigrants here, and we don't have extended families. I mean, this is our entire family. Okay. Just put those here, and then later we can make stuff in them. I have 2 kids, 15 and 17. Sweetie, I need you to bend and take those dishes out, please. Zainu? My mother-in-law lives with me, and my husband works for Air Canada.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's not too crowded?
No, it's perfect.
I work for the Ontario provincial government, but in my other life, I'm a freelance journalist and a public speaker, and work with various organizations as a volunteer. And today I'm entertaining, which I tend to do every weekend. So mainly because we don't have family here, and our friends become our family. Hi, Sanko. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Oh, come. Come in there. Acha, come and say hi to Amma.
Hello, beta. How are you? What do you mean by that?
So, did it go good?
Yeah, I remember there were like 5 people sitting and interviewing me. And
Oh, you poor.
I'm so tired now.
You know Zainab's just given an interview?
No.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
So what? You never told me.
I didn't tell you?
No.
Okay.
So what was this for? Is this for a job here or in?
No, this is for Al Khan full scholarship for masters.
Full scholarship for masters. Where? But where?
LSE. I mean, I'm choosing LSE, but it could be for anyone.
Exciting! You're gonna get it. Go say hi to your mamu.
Hello, Mamu.
Manu, can you just sort of go around, fix the cushions and things for me, please? Upstairs, it's great because that's where we sort of live and spend the whole day. But I know that when I have guests, which I do a lot of, this place is always safe and sacred and clean. Okay, let's swipe around it a little. It's not that I want you doing all the dusting and thing around here, it's just that I can't bend. Let's try and find a nice spot for this. When we came to Canada, it was a decision of being able to juggle all the things in my life that are important. My faith is very important, so it is something that needs to be attended to very regularly. It's important for my family as well. The family comes second. I would never let my career overtake my family responsibilities. So I decided that, okay, this is what I had set out to do. This is my choice. I can always say, fine, I don't have to entertain, I don't have to meet people, I don't have to go out and speak in public, I don't have to even write. I just have a 9-to-5 day and come home and relax. But I choose to do this, and therefore I derive great joy in it.
Raheel.
How wonderful to see you.
Same here, thank you.
This has been such a long wait.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, gang, come on in.
I've met you.
Go and say hi to Auntie. This is my
Raheel has set up this match. The girl has come in from London, England, on a pretext of visiting her friend. We've introduced them, so they're coming together, and this is actually in their honor, just to see how things fan out.
It doesn't have anything. My mother used to always matchmake, and we used to say it was the most appalling thing that she could ever do. But because I network with such a large section of the community, I found that there were so many young people who were of marriageable age, but they had no opportunity to meet each other. The idea was to arrange two potential parties to meet. And this is what I do. If I know of a family that has an eligible son or daughter and another family, and they're interested, and they'll say, I'll just get them together, and they can see if there's any sparks that fly, or they can see if it works out, and it has. So, I ended up doing this, as I said, totally by default. I mean, my children are not even of marriageable age yet, and terrified of the fact that mother is going to matchmake them. I mean, my sons are absolutely present. Mother, please don't do this for us. But they also know that it's an opportunity to, just the fact that we meet and network with people.
नाहीद ही कह रहा हूँ जी आप और लीजिए
सॉलिड माल पानी है ऑफ कोर्स
तुम्हें बहुत अच्छा लगेगा दिस इज थैंक्स फॉर योर हेल्प बाबू On June 24th, we are celebrating 25 years of being married, and I guess the special thing about that is that ours was a marriage that people said wouldn't last 25 days. We actually, because, we were living in a country where friendship between the opposite sex is just not acceptable. I mean, we knew that we were best of friends, and we knew that we would make a go of it. But there was no celebration. There was no place, there was no time to celebrate, so we never did anything. And that's actually what we are doing on the 24th. We are enacting our whole story from childhood to now through music and dance with help from our friends. Because we thought there's too many people who are wondering, okay, what happened? I wonder how they met. And, she does arranged marriages, so did she have an arranged marriage, including our children. So we thought, well, let's tell the story once and for all. Lalita, come and eat, please.
Oh, yes.
And whoever wants hot puris can come get them from the kitchen. Fresh off the chula. Okay, last call for hot puris. That's it. This is the Ontario Heritage Foundation. I've worked here for about 10 years. When I came for my job interview, I saw the building and fell in love with it and decided this is where I want to work. It's a security, and it's a wonderful place to work. It's there because it pays the mortgage. But it's not what I really want to do in terms of writing. These are copies of my articles that were published in the Toronto Star within the last month. So just a variety of stuff that I've done. This is an article that I had done for the life section, and put these in order. But that's the thing. These are the things I never have time for. Oh, and yes, this column is the one that nearly got me stoned. Hi, Janelle. Do you think you can come over? I want to go pray. Okay. All right, thanks, bye. When I'm working during the day in office, I say two of my prayers at work, which is the afternoon and the early evening prayer. This is my time with God, and there's nothing in between that conversation that I'm having with God. Hi, Janelle. Janelle, I've put my line on call forward. Great. And I've logged out so you can use the computer. I just find a quiet spot, it takes 5 minutes. It's part of my life as a Muslim. We pray 5 times a day. you can shut yourself off from whatever it is that you're doing. It's finally coming together after such a long time. Sohail had actually booked this place in January, and he kept telling me that it doesn't matter if it doesn't happen, we'll cancel it, but at least I've got it there to go ahead. And our major battle at this point is how many people we can invite, because we know more than 250 and we are limited. He was 19, I was 24. That was one of the minus points against us. We met and we became very good friends. But we wanted to be sure that we weren't doing anything wrong from an Islamic point of view, in the sense that, we were seeing each other, and we wanted to be very strong religiously. But the families wouldn't come to terms with it. They would try and dissuade us. And we decided that if we actually do get married, then there's nothing they can do. So we did elope. The catering's taken care of. And this is the first time in our life that we've actually delegated work. So, we are asking people to help out, and wonderful friends, their children, our children, everyone's taken on one duty, and our lists are never ending. But at some point, I'll put this all in a file and pack it away and take it out when Saif's getting married. Yeah. This forum that's going to take place this morning, we invite a very intellectual scholar. His name is Professor Abdulaziz Sachedina. He comes and talks to us and gives us lectures about various topics. And today I will be introducing him. But I'm taking the boys because they have a special interest in this. We don't really get that much quality time together. So this is why I'll keep my children as involved as I can in the work that I do.
I'm going to buy it and I'm going to get memory, and I want to make sure.
We're really honored to have this gentleman, Maulana Abdul Sattar Eidi, who is our, the Pakistani version of Mother Teresa visiting Canada. See, he's called the Man for Peace. It's the Man for Peace Award, okay? The ruler of Dubai gave him $1.5 million. They all personally.
But he put that money into the foundation. I mean, he doesn't need, this is what he wears.
Sorry, garbage.
He's telling me that all his clothes he's just picked up from people who've died in garbage. He never buys anything new. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I welcome you all here today. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world today. It is the second largest community in North America. Do we want the image of Muslims to remain that of male terrorists and oppressed women? Or do we want to reflect true Islam to the world outside our circle? It is because of the message of Imam Hussein and the Ahlul Bayt given to us by Dr. Sachedina that I stand in front of you in humility. And the truth and justice of what he says has touched me, and I will leave you to decide whether it touches your hearts as well. Jazakallah. For me, my faith, my family, my friends' career all comes later, but it's the faith and the family that comes first.
I'll participate with you. The mother and the father participate together. And the moment we shift away our attention from that kind of obligation, collective one, we lose touch with our children's needs.
What I thought was, if you wanted to take a couple of the photographs for the magazine, and then I'll do a write-up about the history of henna. Henna is a beauty. That's why I bought this. I mean, she's a very good idea. And I decided to volunteer my time to do the media for them. Hi. And also got my whole family to volunteer. So both my sons are volunteering, and my husband will come in and help a little later on. I got up in the morning, got up at 8 o'clock, that was sleeping in. Then I had breakfast with my mother-in-law. I ran off and had a facial. Then I went back, had my hair done. Then I came back and ironed my husband's clothes. I had a quick lunch, went and picked him up from work. Then I came back and dropped the boys at the subway so they could come here, dropped my mother-in-law at York University. Then I came home, ironed my clothes, and I got ready, and here I am. Wonderful. And my day has just begun. actually having a henna ceremony 25 years after the event, because when we got married, I didn't have a henna. Because henna is very traditionally a part of the, of Asian weddings. How do you decide which design to use?
It depends upon which occasion. I would like to put bright face in it. Yeah.
All these things take time, but it's exciting. It's getting there. 25 years ago, when Sohail and I got married, we invited both families to come and meet each other, like the usual do kind of things we do. So we got them together and, they got along and they decided that, okay, so, these two have decided to do something rebellious. Let's see how long it lasts. So here we are.
Yeah.
25 years.
Yeah, it usually happens that weddings that are very elaborate, the marriages are usually, pretty short. But the ones that go against the parents' wishes, or they're done totally from the heart, they last a long time because the foundation is so strong.
Actually, yes. And it also becomes a sort of a challenge. Sohail and I set out to prove that, we made this decision and we're going to live by it and, we'll make a go of it. Mm-hmm. And then Sohail also is very different from, the typical Asian male in the sense that, he doesn't have any ego problems. He's, extremely supportive of the work I've done. And I'm, I've always been very outgoing, very rebellious. So if I was in a situation where I could not express how I feel, it would have been very difficult for me.
He's reserved and he's cautious when he meets people. Yes. You tend to embrace all of humanity, and then you fall flat. Yes. on your face many times.
Gina knows. He loves his wine, women, and songs, so I let the string roll for as far as I can.
Tomorrow?
You know what I love is.
Don't use.
I love the little.
Yeah, the wishes.
The little sort of,
Trails of.
I mean, it's something so feminine and so so Eastern.
It brings up the Kama Sutra aspects.
Today is the happiest day of my life. Today is our 25th wedding anniversary. And it's a gorgeous day, and I think Allah is smiling on us because we're truly blessed. Zara, put this here. And there are some empty cartons of the beer things. Bring them, I'll put the glasses in there, and then we'll go and set up the reception. Are these 25, by the way?
Just missed that
Are these
shot.
25?
That would have been a good shot.
Sweetie, can you do that once again for me?
Hi, Danu!
Doesn't he look so nice?
Thank you for the flowers.
You guys just have to do a repeat.
Oh, God.
She is totally this thing कि you not thoroughly ठीक है.
मैं भी सोचा था 3 कपल बुलाना भूल गए.
कोई बात नहीं जाना उसको.
Okay, this is 25 years of their wedding. This is the cake that was not cut 25 years back. Immense emotional and nostalgic value, please. There you are.
Thank you all for being here. Actually do have something to celebrate, the fact that we've managed to live with each other for 25 years. And the most important thing is that we are still friends, although today it was coming very close to... Thank you. You're such a doctor.
Thank you. Please, what's wrong with this?
I'd like to have Raheel and Sohail come and sit on these two chairs. Oh, yes.
Sohail does not like surprises. Now, of course, I love surprises.
Would you all please join us and shower them with flowers and love?
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Why are you crying?
I always cry at weddings.
Thank you.
Living with Raheel is like living with two separate identities. One is a giving, nurturing Mother Teresa-like figure. The other is the revolutionary figure who wants to set everyone's record straight. My dilemma, however, is which one do I wake up to in the morning? It is then that I decided to work shifts. Raheel continues to remain my best friend, and with this in mind, I have bought a small token for her. Your turn is not here yet. Sorry.
I'm tired, but I'm so happy. It was the best day of my life. I mean, to be with my loved ones, my friends, everyone who enjoyed it, just glorious.